multilingual learners. I'm coming to you today for this 3-Minute Thursday. It's just me today because we are making sure that the nicest lot test booklets come back to you as soon as possible so that you can send them out to Metro Tech. We also want to make sure that we are doing our kindergarten screening, preparing for the world language exams. There's a lot of different moving parts this time of year, as you already know. So I want to share with you some updates about the world language exam, and then also I want to share with you an activity that you could do now with your students to keep them engaged as the year is closing out. So let's get started. Oneida, Herkimer, Madison, BOCES, Checkpoint A and Checkpoint B exam, because those are the exams that count towards the 4+1 pathway for our students to graduate. So those are the exams that we're using. The answer sheets, which you keep or we keep as a district, say flax on it, but don't worry about it. It's not an issue because we keep that part. We just send the test booklets back to Oneida, Herkimer, Madison, BOCES. Okay? Also, I'm trying to find out where the students are going to write in the booklet. If it's a separate piece of paper, once I get that information, I will send that out to you. The test will arrive from Oneida, Herkimer, Madison, BOCES. They usually send me a FedEx receipt, and once I receive the receipt, I will let the building principal know, and you all know that the tests have been mailed. So we came up with a really great idea to just close out the year, to keep students engaged and really make it relatable to them by doing character selfies or historical person selfie. And it's a great way for students to analyze the theme of a story or understand people in history. So this is something that you should think about over the summer, and I'm sending it to you now for the fall, because I might forget when it's full time as we're registering students and doing a lot of intake. So if you want to try it out now, or if you're working in summer school, you want to try it out then, that would be great. Send us the pictures and we can share that with everyone. So let me show you the template that I created. Character selfie. You're going to receive a template with how to do this, and then also an example, and also with an example and template in Spanish. So a character selfie basically allows the student to analyze the character traits by what this character says and does and how they interact with other characters. So there on the left hand side, you'll see that is the I can statement, and on the right hand side are the standards that correlate with the lesson. Basically, it's a little bit more modern version of the mind mirror. You're asking students, based on what you know and you read about the character, what would their cell phone look like? Let's take a peek inside. What is the wallpaper going to look like? What 3 songs would be on their playlist based on what you know? This example is of Romeo and Juliet. So when you receive the template, you'll see how it's supposed to look, sort of. The character receives text messages, right? So the interaction with other characters. What does that look like? Who is it and what do they say? And here is the template. You can print it, you can share it with the students on Google Slides. We also have it in Spanish. And the historical selfie is very similar. Basically, you're digging into groups of people in history, events, a person in history that's had an impact on something in history, and you will help them use sources to be able to really dig into this. And it's the same thing, the wallpaper, the playlist, and who are they talking to, what text messages are they receiving. This is a great way to really do something exciting during this time of year or at the beginning of the year. They can work in groups, they can work independently, it's all up to you, and it encourages them to be as creative as possible. And it's also a way to have higher order thinking into your lessons.